New page from old lessons. Yes. We are. This is 38 years. These notes, some notes from lessons. 38 years now, but it's new. So very new. We look what we are seeing here. What is here?
Wir gucken genau auf die Stange.
Wie bitte?
Wir schauen genau auf die Stange.
Ja, ist gut. Okay. Oder?
Andere Seite ist besser, ja.
We are saying Auzubillahi Shaitan Rajim. Asking asking permission our Sheikh to listen. We are listening to you, our Sheikh. We are listening. You are listening, we are listening, and what you give, we are trying to take. So for anyone not understanding English, maybe there's a translation. She is translating Spanish. Türk misiniz? Nerede oturuyorsun? Nerede oturuyorsunuz? Hangi? Hollanda. İngilizce var mı? İngilizce. Ha? Tamam.
في واحد عربي. في واحد بيتكلم عربي بس.
مين؟
أبو بكر.
نعم. عربي بس؟
نعم.
هذه مش هم. سيدي محمد مش هم. بعدين إن شاء الله.
يشرح لكم.
كمان هذا يعرف. عصام كويس. ويعرف إنجليزي وعربي. كمان سيدي محمد إجا. We are saying, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. This is lesson from Grandsheikh Abdullah Faiz Daghestani. Maulana was saying, he was saying, this is an advice of Grandsheikh Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani. And it is an advice for people of the tariqat, or for all people who are interested in the way. Interested in religion, we would say here, but interested in the way, in the spiritual way. And it's interesting for everyone, or this advice is for everyone who is claiming to belong to mankind. He's claiming to be a human being. If he's saying, I am a human being, that is important. If he's saying, I am a donkey, not so important. Eat straw. Or anything else. Any animal, not important. Yeah? The cow is eating grass. I like cows, actually. They are animals of peace for me. but it's a personal thing. They are peaceful. It symbolizes the peace for me. Yes. But they're always eating. When we are passing by, they look at us. But when they eat, they never say, thank you, oh Lord, mashallah, this is very good grass. From very fresh grass, green grass. Thank you, alhamdulillah. No. If they don't eat, also they eat. Again, they have 7 stomachs. So they have to. If you belong to that, it's okay. You eat and drink. As Rumi was saying, if somebody is not believing in God, he's not a human being. You don't count him as a human being. Not count him. No. You see. Okay, he is saying that this advice is about the best kind of good character, best trait of good character. This trait of good character is to think about anyone good. When you think about anyone good, yes? The opposite is if you have bad thoughts about someone. You see someone and immediately you have a bad thought. Yes? You see someone and you see him and coming to your mind immediately something bad. Oh, this one, he's such a funny one. This one, oh, he's a weak one. Or this one, he was offending me. Or this one, oh, he's a loser. Don't look at him, don't speak. I hope he's not speaking with me. Then, whatever comes to your mind, this is bad. Opposite. If he's coming to you and you say, I get 50 euros from him, good that I see him. Also very positive. Or 100 or 1,000. I have to speak to him because he must give me this or that. He's very important. I have to make good relation with him because he's an important one, VIP. This is also not really what he's saying. He's saying to think good about someone, to see the good. Everyone has good. If you are thinking bad about someone, that may be a reason for a bad end for you, he's saying. Yes, bad end for us. If we are thinking bad about someone, and we have this habit and you cannot get rid of it, maybe a reason for a bad end, maybe. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wants Allah that you think good about His servants, any servant. And there is no servant He has no good. If you meet someone, yes, this person, he has good sides and bad sides, yes, we know. And also his action may be ready for a good action or a bad action. He is ready. So whatever you are doing to him, your attitude to that person and your action with that person will come out his good or his bad. Yeah. He has both. He has both. Always. If you bring him a bad thing, because you are also just angry, then you push his bad side is coming out. You push him to a bad action. If you are keeping the rule, and saying, doesn't matter that person, how he looks or whatever, and I am also angry, no, I don't follow that. I think that, I remember that brother, he is very, very loyal, let's say, for instance, come to my mind. He's doing what he is saying, you know. I see one good thing from him. And on that I see him, and on that I speak with him, then it is good. According to your action, his good side or bad side will appear. I respect you, yeah, or I respect is the minimum, respecting you. If I respect you, you are content with me, no? Yes. And you are showing your happiness. You are happy with me and happy with your unhappiness. If I offend you, you will show the bad side. It's very easy. Yes, he's saying again, Maulana, to think about a good everyone means to look to the good sides and to the good sides, and the good sides is coming out and the answer is good. Yes. Even with a bad person, maybe, let's say, known as a bad person, or making bad things, maybe you know what is famous bad one. Even then, if you respect him, he will at least keep back in that moment he will keep back that bad side, which he is always showing, always ready to show. He must, he keeps it back. Even he is a bad one, known bad one. That is why you have to practice this and to exercise this advice, inshallah. And so that Allah is happy with us, inshallah. Even there are sinners, but and we are sinners, and they are sinners, and others they are sinners. Even then, Allah gave us respect and gave us honor. No? Yeah, He gave us honor. Even we are doing wrong things and sinning against Allah, against people also, different sins, and still He is respecting us. Still He is honoring mankind. Yes, He put mankind the highest, knowing that he is doing mischief, knowing that that will kill other people, knowing that he is cheating, knowing that he is doing mischief and corruption in this world. He knew when he created. And then he said that one is the highest of my creation. So the angels are saying, what is this, Ya Allah? We are here, angels always praising you. Give us the highest rank in the creation. You know, we are never doing anything bad, always. And Allah says, shut up. I know what I do, you don't know. What am I saying? Yes. That is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking respect for everyone, doesn't matter. And for instance, he given an example, Maulana Sheikh. He's saying that you cannot find a father, let's say a father, yes, a father who has a son, a child, and this son, he's making a bad behavior, he's bad behaving, he won't like it to hear it. You know, he will not like, if you go to that father and say, that one, he makes this bad, it's a bad one, and this is bad, he will not like to hear it, his father. No, he cannot carry it, that someone says to him, your son, he is a bad one. That is why you must not say this. On the contrary, you must defend his children. You have to find good things for that child. You know, in front of the father, you say, no, he is a good one, he's good, it's okay. There is hope, there is good, he's put his good sides, and then the father is happy. That's an example. Allah is happy. If you see any servant, you say it's good, mashallah, it's good. And Allah is happy. Maulana is happy. Especially brothers and sisters. Yes? He is happy. And to behave like that. If you see something bad, you make excuses. You find excuses for him, that one who was making a bad action. Excuses, 70 excuses for any mistake. Sayyidina Ali, there was a little story. Sayyidina Ali, Karamallahu wajhahu aliyah, he went up to the minbar one day to speak, and he said to the people, my son Hassan, he is marrying all the time. He marries too much. And also he's giving talaq after. He marries, divorce, marries, divorce, marries, divorce. Sayyidina Ali was saying, very famous story about Hassan. Hassan was marrying a lot. And Sayyidina Ali, he didn't like it. He didn't like it, and he said to his brothers and to the Jamaat, don't give your daughters I'm saying this to you, be careful, don't give your daughters to my son. Because he's married and next day divorcing, you know, he is saying, warning them. And then the people, they got up and they said, no, we give our daughters to your son. Yeah, it's very good. Quickly, yeah, I marry my daughter. Everyone is getting up and saying, yeah, no, we give. It's one day also it's okay. Because they understand the honor. They understand what an honor they get if their daughter even married a short time with Sayyidina Hassan. Radiallahu anhu. They understand that it's such a big honor. They get up and they say, no, and then Sayyidina Ali was very happy. His intention was to warn them, but they said, no, we give. And he was happy. Because there was wisdom, divinely wisdom in this, that he was marrying to spread Ahl Bayt, to spread the blood of the Prophet ﷺ through mankind. Everywhere you find Ahl Bayt. Everywhere. Even in the Queen of England, she has blood from the Prophet ﷺ. And from Spain and from everywhere. You find Everywhere you find the blood of the Prophet ﷺ. That is wisdom. Yes. Yeah, that is the conclusion. Everyone has a good side. Everyone, he has a good side. You cannot show me anyone or anything which has not a good side. But we are bad, and with this bad look, we are seeing bad things. That is the problem. From that comes all the problems. All difficulties, all sufferings coming from that. Yes? That is why you are the, if you see bad one, you are the one. Yes. And okay, we go a little bit on. We have time or not? A little bit. Any question for this? No. Alhamdulillah. Shukr. Then he is saying another day, Maulana Sheikh, he is saying, what is important in Islam? What is important? It is the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to keep the laws, to keep the orders of Allah Almighty. That is important in Islam. Every forbidden thing you must not do. Not to do any forbidden thing. That is. And there is two things, two kinds of orders, as we are saying, halal, haram. One thing you have to do, and the second one you must not do. It's very simple. And the most important from it is to leave the things what you should not do. That is the beginning and the most important, and we have to concentrate on that. It is the most important thing. What Allah was ordering, not to do certain things. And Grandsheikh was saying, if you leave one forbidden thing, you have a habit, or you are doing a forbidden thing, and you leave it, it is more valuable and more important than 50,000 Hajj. To make 50,000 times Hajj, oh Haji, Haji. Did you make Hajj? Haji. Yeah. Yeah, you make Hajj and you are clean, and ihram and clean and like a newborn baby, all this thawab you get, then you go back by Saudi Arab Airlines, and there is a stewardess coming with the drinks, and the Haji, he is looking, what is this? And the Hajjis, bye-bye. Try next time. 50,000 Hajjis, 50,000 Hajj. The value, there's something else, but the value of 50,000 Hajj, real Hajj, now we are speaking, not this Hajj going away, a real Hajj, the thawab of a Hajj, 50,000 from it, yes, better to leave one bad thing. To be able to leave smoking, for instance. Or there are so many things. And this is more important in Allah's sight, if you can leave one thing. If He is saying, if you are if you would live 50,000 years, and you live 50,000 years, let's say, you want? Then, and let's say every year is Hajj al-Akbar. Every year Hajj al-Akbar, Friday is Arafat. Every year, that is so many times Hajj, no? If you have Hajj al-Akbar, it's how many times?
7 times this year.
7 times only?
What? 70?
70.
70 times.
70.
70 times.
70 times.
This year is going to be.
Yeah, he's putting it more, yeah? Every Hajj, then you live 50,000 years, you make 50,000 Hajj, and every Hajj al-Akbar, 70 times, then this thing, what you leave, that haram, what you can leave, that's your habit, you leave it more, better than this. Because you may be patient for Hajj or for any other worshipping, Gottesdienst. You may be patient, but you don't find the patience to leave that bad habit. Yes, bad looking, bad hearing, bad talking, bad eating, bad taking something, I don't know what, and there are so many things. It's even written here. I was thinking it was even Maulana was saying, if you make 50,000 Hajj and then you come back, Maulana was saying this, with the aeroplane, and you look the beautiful hostess, then 50,000 Hajj eliminated, deleted, finished, even 50,000. Yes. You are patient for 50,000 Hajj, but you are not patient to keep yourself not to look. No. You cannot keep yourself. Yes, if you make this worshipping, any worshipping, it has thawab. And Prophet was saying which thawab, how many times, and hasanat, and this and that. And angels writing. They are writing your thawab, and you will find it in the akhirah for everything worshipping. Then, if you are doing, if you leave a forbidden thing, Allah will reward you. It's a different reward. You cannot count. Not write, not count, not speak. It's a very different reward from Allah Almighty Himself. It means without بغير hisab, without counting, no counting. That other is counted. There is no counting. Yes, there is worshipping you may do as much as you can, according to your capacity, and as you can, what he's ordering or more, yes, you can do it. It's free. This or that, what you can. It's not what you can. But to leave haram, that is, you must leave it. No? You have to leave it. It's an order. Not you can, no, it's an order. Also makruh, Maulana saying that. Awliya and other people, they leave also makruh. Awliya also leaving halal. That's something else. But, they are haram and makruh, you have to leave. And many people, they are saying, makruh is not haram. You know, you find people, even imams from Turkey, they are saying, Maulana, he was shouting to them, don't smoke, it's haram. They are saying, no, Sheikh, it's not haram, it's makruh. Even if it's makruh, you are smoking? Yeah, we are smoking. Imams. Very difficult for an imam to leave cigarettes. Very difficult. The last, no, I don't say this. My last cigarette I was smoking with the imam. Sorry, it was a long time ago. Yes. It was the imam after breaking the fast. In Konya, very famous one. I don't say the name now. Yes, not easy. And there is shaitan. He's saying it's makruh, and he's saying to you, it's okay. You can do it. He's saying, it's cheating. Like they cheat with the marijuana now. Yes? You see our children, they are going away to Dajjal. You cannot do anything in front of your eyes. They are, because he is saying, shaitan, doesn't matter, it's not so bad. LSD is more bad. This is not so bad, you can do it. No, it's very bad. Makes you sick, makes you stop to develop, makes you sick, makes you crazy. We have so many crazy people there, and they are mentally destroyed for their life. And still, people, and our people also, they are using this. They use it. They think it is not so harmful. There are other things more harmful. No, it's very harmful. Shaitan is saying to you it's not harmful. You are making a damage, you cannot recover from it. Your lifetime. Finished. Yes. They are saying makruh. You must leave makruh. That is the Prophet, he said this, a famous hadith. Leave makruh. Leave, if you have a choice between doing or not doing, if you have a doubt, leave it. Leave it. If you have a doubt. Make the good thing which you have no doubt, and leave what there is some doubt. They are not asking these people, they are saying makruh, doesn't matter makruh, it's only makruh. Where is makruh? They're not asking if Allah likes it or not. They don't ask this question. Allah likes it or not? It's very simple. Maulana was saying, if you put all the haram and halal, how you put halal and haram, how you can divide it. You know, we are not studied people. And then you are Muslim, new Muslim maybe. And then you don't know. You have to learn 1,300 rules. 800 haram and 500 halal. It's not so easy. I know maybe 3. But it's not so important. You make it short. What Allah doesn't like is haram. What He likes is halal. If your sheikh is happy with you, with an action, halal. Not happy with his action, haram. Before you say make something, act something, any action, you ask yourself, Maulana, he's looking, he will be happy with it or not? This moment, you take your time, just a few seconds to think about it, makes you sure to be sure. To make what he is happy with, your sheikh. If your sheikh is happy with it, the Prophet is happy. And Allah is happy. Allah doesn't like this haram, and the Prophet also not, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For every bad thing, haram thing, it is in order to put your whole effort, or all your effort, to put not to do it, all your effort, to leave this bad thing, to avoid it. Your whole power you must use there, not somewhere else. No, no, only there. Yes. What Allah doesn't like and the Prophet doesn't like, that he wants to concentrate. If you concentrate only on that point, it's okay. Because then you are giving a protection for your castle, let's say, for your castle, fort, castle or Burg, eine Burg.
Fortress.
Fortress. Fortress. You are protecting your fortress. Fortress. Inside the fortress there is a treasure. Big treasure. You have big treasure. You are protecting that treasure by the walls of the fortress. To keep away from haram, that is to keep your fortress for your treasure. To protect it. If you're not protecting, then your treasure, which is, you can say the iman, the belief, is in danger. Belief is in danger, subhanAllah. Yes. Every act, every wrong act, every forbidden act is a danger for your belief, for your faith. There's 500 things, halal, we said that, as you can do, as much as you can do. And there is 800 haram actions, 800 you must not do, or you can say characteristics, 800 bad characteristics, and which we have to leave all of them. And then there is open, clear bad actions, clear forbidden actions, and there is hidden bad actions, hidden forbidden actions. And it is more ugly to make a forbidden action hidden, in the hidden way. Yes? Not open way. That what you are doing in front of people, that is not so bad, it is open, than what somebody does hidden, bad action hidden, secretly. Yes, you are hiding in front of people, but you can't hide in front of Allah. Yes? That is why you have to leave bad things if you are alone, and you have to respect Allah more than people. Yeah, the first and the most to respect is Allah Almighty. Then others. Anyone who can do this, to keep the orders, keep the halal, leave haram, he keep the orders, he is given authority, and he gets some authority, that person. Spiritual authority. Yes, like in the he is authorized in the universe, universal authorization. There's a hadith. If a human being is obeying his Lord, yes, obeying his orders, If he is obeying his orders completely, then Allah is giving order that all the things must obey that servant. All creation will serve that servant, will obey that servant. If he is obeying Allah Almighty completely, everything will obey him. Yes? There was one time somebody went to the desert and he saw someone who was riding a tiger. He was riding a tiger, and in his hand he had a poisonous snake, very poisonous snake in his hand, as a whip for the tiger to go on. With a poisonous snake riding the tiger, and he's riding and almost flying. And that person, he was asking him, how is that possible that you are doing such a thing, riding a tiger with a snake in your hand? And then he said, I have the authority from the Sultan. Authority from Sultan, from Allah Almighty. Because I am listening to him, I am obeying him. Because I am obeying him, everything is obeying me. This is the order Allah created the creation. And that is the essence of all holy books, you can say. All holy books is like that. That is the essence. So he's asking, Maulana is saying, make yourself to be an obedient servant from Allah Almighty. And Allah will make you Sultan. MashaAllah. Yes. May Allah forgive us, inshallah. Forgive me and bless you, inshallah. Wa min Allah wa tawfiq wa rahmatul Fatiha. Amen. Hmm?
I have a question.
Yeah?
You said
Bisschen lauter.
suffering shows my bad side.
Wie bitte?
You say suffering. If I suffer, it shows our bad side.
No, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. You said all problems.
The problems coming from to see bad things in other people. If you see bad things from other people, that brings suffering. Verstehst du? Ja, du siehst was Schlechtes in dem anderen und das bringt Leid. Weil du kannst entweder Gutes sehen oder Schlechtes sehen. Du hast immer die Möglichkeit. Wenn jemand auf dich zukommt, du hast zwei Möglichkeiten. Du kannst das Gute sehen in dem und das Schlechte. Meistens, wenn wir jetzt mal ehrlich sind wir doch mal ehrlich. Ja, also ich meine jetzt uns selbst gegenüber. Wenn wir jemanden sehen, dann kommt das Raster, kommt so ein Raster. Ja, bin ich froh mit dem, bin ich nicht froh mit dem? Ja, wie war es gestern und was ist da für Erinnerung, was kommt da und wie sehe ich den überhaupt? Und bin ich besser als der oder nicht? Das läuft automatisch, entschuldigt vielmals, das ist eine Automatik, ich weiß nicht, ob die muss man abstellen. Darüber ist diese Lesson. Dass man sich so bewusst wird, dass man einfach wirklich in der Lage ist, jemanden objektiv zu sehen, wenn der kommt. Nicht nur objektiv, sondern es wird von dir gefragt und das objektiv kannst du nicht. Du musst das Gute sehen, du musst sofort was Gutes sehen. Verstehst du? Wenn jetzt einer auf mich zukommt, dann sage ich, ach, Maschallah, der ist, wenn mir nichts anderes einfällt, dann sage ich, ah, der ist ein toller Musiker. Oder, ja, oder der ist ehrlich, zum Beispiel so. Oder irgendwas, was ich finden kann. Oder der hat ehrliche Augen, oder sieht gut aus, der hat Licht, oder der hat... irgendwas kann ich schon finden. Das muss ich schnell... Quickly you have to look something good. Something good. And if you don't do this, then coming the automatic. If you leave it to itself, coming your automatic behavior. You are better or not. He is up or down, for what reason, and so he is that one, VIP, not IP, MP, MP3, you know. And he is that, and this is like this. This is very dangerous. This is the reason for suffering. Verstehst du?
Ja.
Hast du verstanden?
Aber welches Leid kommt da, wenn ich das jetzt nicht...
Alles mögliche Leid. Alles Leid kommt daraus. Alles.
Daraus entsteht Leid.
Du produzierst Leid. Du produzierst... Wie bitte?
Daraus entsteht Leid.
Da entsteht Leid draus. Das ist Produktion von Leid. Produktion von Leid.
Zum Beispiel,
Wie?
Ja, zum Beispiel. Ich kann mir jetzt kein Leid vorstellen. Also, ich sehe was Schlechtes oder ich denke, okay, ich bin besser als der andere. Das ist ja dann kein Leid, weil ich fühle mich ja gut. I'm better than...
Nee, das ist ja ein Irrtum. Das ist ja eine totale Irrtum. Das ist ja, Leid ist ja nicht, dass du... Das ist ja, Illusion ist ja auch Leid. Das ist ja eine Illusion, totale Illusion, dass du besser bist. Das ist ja eine völlige Illusion. Das ist ja die Illusion, die uns trennt von Allah. Wer sich besser fühlt als Shaitan, der ist im Irrtum. Entschuldigung. Das sind Maulanas Worte. Wenn du dich besser fühlst als Shaitan, dann hast du noch nicht den Duft von der Wahrheit, noch nicht mal rübergekommen. Der Duft von der Wahrheit. Verstehst du? Aber wir fühlen uns besser als jeder. Und das bringt Leid. Das bringt Leid, weil du... Wenn jemand was getan hast und du triffst ihn und dann produzierst du sofort das Schlechte auf den. Weil du dich sofort daran erinnerst, jetzt kommt mein Feind. Das ist doch Leid, das ist nicht Leid, das ist doch Leid. Das ist Riesenleid. Du fühlst es nicht mehr, wir fühlen es nicht mehr, das Leid. Wir merken es gar nicht mehr, dass wir leiden. Wir haben uns so daran gewöhnt, das ist herrlich, das Leid. Das ist wunderbar. Depression ist, Marshall, die brauchen wir. Gib mir mehr davon. Give me more depression, I like it. I like the suffering. I cannot do without. That is our state. We like the suffering. If I take suffering from someone, he is not allowing me. We are in the complete illusion. Because we don't know happiness. We don't know the other side. We don't know the happiness. We don't know the light. We don't know to be with Allah, to be with the Shaykh, to be in happiness. What is happiness? And we don't know. Because you can only know if you leave that things. If you keep the bad things and you repeat it all the time, repeating what we are doing, then you cannot. They cannot give you because you are blocked. It's a block in the heart. Cannot open. That is why I am saying, you know the story from the Falken. Der Falke. Edler Vogel. Ja? Falken. Honorable bird. You know, he's flying on a long trip. Then he is tired and he is going down. Yes, on a long trip. He is coming to owls, to a village of owls. Eulen.
Owls.
Owl.
Owl.
Owl?
Owl.
Owl. Huh? Owl? Owl. You know? Eule. Ja, der kommt auf den, der Falke, der der kann nicht mehr und der macht Pause und der landet in einem Dorf von Eulen. And the owls, they say, welcome and you are our guest. And they give him food and they can sleep and they can rest and everything. And then he says, okay, daytime is coming soon, I am going on. With your permission, thank you very much. And the owl said, no, no, it's daytime now, you cannot go. It's daytime? What do you mean you would travel before you have to? It's not dark, you have to wait until it's dark. Owls. Nee, waren das Owls oder Fledermäuse? I don't know. Maybe it was bats.
Yes, it was bats.
It was bats.
Bats, yeah.
Bats. Bats only nighttime. Yes? Eine Aue kann auch mal schon mal ein bisschen so, eine Eule ist auch am Tag, kommt auch zu Wackers nach Hause in die Küche. Yeah, there is a bat, the bats. And the bat saying, no, no, don't go because it's daytime, you can't go. And he said, no, come on. I'm traveling all the time, daytime, and they say, no, no, no, no, what are you saying? He said, don't say such funny things. And he says, no, no, excuse me, I'm going. He said, be careful what you're saying, it's enough. No. If you don't stop now, don't make rebellion here, we kill you. If you continue. They're threatening, they say, go, no, no. And Falcon, he's understanding that it's dangerous to say this and also dangerous to go now. He said, okay. I wait till nighttime, inshallah. When it's nighttime, with your permission, I will go, inshallah. We are like this, you understand? We don't feel it, we don't know. But there is suffering. And then the obvious suffering between human beings. I mean, this madness, all this madness. Yes. Ist klar, Leila? Hast du verstanden? Okay. Good. Anything else? Huh?
You said that after Hajj, men come like a born baby. But it's a border that maybe somebody had 100 murders, corruption, and many other great things. And after the Hajj, he came and like baby?
Yes, like a baby, newborn.
No border.
Even if he killed 100 people. There was a man, he was killing 99 people. And he went to the Imam and he said, oh Imam, is it possible that Allah forgives me? I killed 99 persons. Imam said, no way, you are cursed, you are in hellfire, finish. That man, he takes a sword, also makes 100. Imam also his head. Then he's speaking to someone and that he say, go to that sheikh, there is a sheikh, ask him that question. There is a sheikh, tariqat sheikh, awliya, waliullah, ask him. He went, he say, oh sheikh, is it possible that Allah forgives me? I killed 100 people. Is there a possibility that Allah forgives me? Is it possible? He said, yes, it's possible. If you are sincerely, you make tawbah, you are repenting, maybe. And where do you live? I live there and there. I know that is a bad thing. There are all people, there are bad people there, living there where he lives, that man. He says, repent sincerely and go quickly, take your things and leave that place. And go to the other side of the river, there is good people there, in that town. And he made this man. He went and he take his things and he went out, but then he died on the way. Just come Allah's decree and he died in that situation. And the angels come from the fire, from the hellfire, they want to take him down to the fire. And another group of angels coming, they want to take him to heaven. And they are fighting. They think, this is a very bad man. No, he was forgiven, Allah forgiven. They are fighting. They say, okay, let's ask Jibreel alayhi salam. Let's bring Jibreel alayhi salam down and ask him. Jibreel came down, they put the case, they say, he's like that, what shall we do? Jibreel said, I don't know also. Very difficult. He went up to Allah Almighty, and he said, I go ask the Lord. He went up, he asked Allah Almighty for this, and Allah saying, look, take this measurement, there's a measure, count the measurements, how far he is from the bad town, what is the distance from the bad town, and the distance to the good town. Yes? If he is nearer to the good town, bring him to heaven. If he is nearer to the bad town, hell. Allah saying. But he was much nearer to the bad town. Yeah, because he just came out from the wall of the bad town and then he died. So Jibreel said, okay, but I measure anyway, because Allah ordered to measure. I am measuring. And then he measured very near to the bad town. He measured the other side was far away, but suddenly the walls of the good town was so near that even he cannot put his measurement. Allah bringing the good town near that one. So that he is getting to heaven, as he likes. There is hadith. So many hadiths about forgiveness. You have sins like the whole world and heavens together. Yes, and if you repent sincerely, I may forgive you. I forgive you, Allah saying in Hadith al-Qudsi. And Hajj is like this. Hajj is known if you are on Arafat and you are clean and you are on Arafat for the Hajj, you are in the state of an innocent. Yes, a newborn baby. Innocence. And Allah knows. And He knows the hearts.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. What's your name?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. MashaAllah. Merhaba. Alhamdulillah. Then, anything else? No. Let me pray, because it's getting late. Tomorrow Thursday. Inshallah.